When you see multiple operations inside the integrand, this is your integrand right here, whatever is being integraled, whatever we have to take the antiderivative of, you need to check to see if you can find the most inside function first. I would always try the most inside function and see if I could sub that out. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to try u sub. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. I'm going to try and let u equal 2 minus x. If I do that, then that means du over dx would equal just negative 1. But then I would multiply both sides. Well, it looks like I multiply both sides by dx. And then I look up here and I see a dx. I don't see a negative 1. So I'm going to go ahead and move the negative over here to this side, which can be done very easily just by multiplying both sides by negative 1. And so now negative du equals dx. And so when I go to sub stuff in, I make sure that I do not write this 1 and this 2 because these are x values, they are not u values. And I'm trying to make all the x's go away. So x minus 1, I don't know how I'm going to make that go away yet, but then on this one I could put the square root of u, which is great. And then I could put a du in for the dx, and I'm going to put the negative on the outside because it's a negative du that I'm putting in, and the negative 1 is like a scalar. Okay, so how am I going to get rid of this x? The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to solve for x right here so I can sub it out so I can have a u representation of x. So I would get u minus 2 equals negative x, and then I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 1, so I get x equals that. Now if I plug it in, let's see what I get. I have a negative, and I have negative u plus 2, and then I have a minus 1, so I just plug that in for x. I'm going to put the minus 1 there, and then I have, I'm going to say u to the 1/2 power because I know that when I do an antiderivative, I like to have the exponent instead. So let's simplify that a little bit, and this will be a plus 1 instead of a minus 1. I'm going to go ahead and distribute this to that guy into that guy and rewrite this once more. And so I have negative integral, and then I have negative u raised to 3 over 2 plus u raised to the 1/2. All right, I did that kind of quickly. I hope I didn't lose anybody. But this u right here has an exponent of 2 over 2, and so when I multiply him by that guy, they have the same denominator, and I can just add them together. Now I'm going to do the integral. Now this is up to you guys. You could take out another scalar right here, all right, because there's a negative 1 in front of this u, there's a positive 1 in front of this u, and there's a negative right here, and if I took out a negative 1, then this negative would go away, which would be kind of nice, just because I like it when things are pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that negative, and I have u 3 over 2 minus u to the 1/2. And like I normally say, guys, there's not one way to do everything. Sometimes there's different ways to do it, and it might even look easier to you, but this way looks easier to me. So here we go. Let's get our limits in here. Just so we can finish the job. If we put u values right here, then we don't have to sub back in this in the end. And that's what I like to do. If you don't make this 1 and this 2 into u values, then you're going to have to sub 2 minus x back into the u's when you're finished, and then you can use the 1 and the 2. But I'm going to change those to u's. So let's plug in the 1 to this, and what do I get? I get 1. Because 2 minus 1, and now if I plug a 2 into this, what do I get? I get 0. All right, so I have from 1 to 0. This is backwards, huh? Normally we go 0 to 1, but we're going from right side to left side on that, but that doesn't matter. Let's just go. All right, so let's do antiderivative. Antiderivative of this, I'm going to add 1 to the top, then divide by it. If I add 1 to this, that would be 2 over 2. What is 3 over 2 plus 2 over 2? It'd be u to the 1/2, and now I'm supposed to divide by 1/2. But whenever you divide by a fraction, think multiply by the reciprocal. And what's the reciprocal of 1/2? It is 2. So I'm just going to put a 2 in front of it, like that. And then I have a minus. And then I have this guy, and I'm going to add. Oh, I totally added wrong. I subtracted, huh?
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, there's so much talking after I did that. Man, everybody was so amazed. No. Let me write. So 2 over 2. So I'm supposed to add. All right, that's better. Okay, so now we have u raised to the 5 over 2. And then I multiply by the reciprocal. Instead of dividing by 5 over 2, multiply by 2 over 5. So I get 2 over 5 out in front. And then I have minus. Okay, that's better. And I add 2 over 2 to this also. I better write it. See, when I try to do things in my head, I just mess up. All right, so we got u 3 over 2. So then we multiply by the reciprocal. We get 2 over 3 out in front. And then I put this bar thing right here so I don't lose my lower and upper limits. I don't like to forget about those. Now I plug them each in. Let's plug the 0 in first. Actually, we don't have to do anything, huh? Because 0 times this will be 0. 0 times this will be 0. So I'm going to put 0 still. I want to hold that as place value because I don't want to forget to subtract. Guys, that's where people make mistakes on this, is they try to do so much in their head. Don't do that, okay? Because you'll make a mistake. You'll make dumb little mistakes, and you'll be very frustrated with yourself. So save yourself the frustration and don't do that. Okay, so I'm plugging in the 1, and notice I'm using parentheses here. I have 2 over 3, and I'm plugging a 1 again. See, like this. Like, I want to do this so badly in my head. Like, that is so easy to do. 1 raised to the 5th power, then the square root of 1. All right, it's so easy to do. It's just 1. But still, in the future, when you see other problems, you're going to make mistakes. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I have issues. Don't say anything. 2 over 3 minus 2. Wait, is that supposed to be 2 over 3?
No,
It's supposed to be 2 over 5. See, I'm already making mistakes. I'm going crazy right now.
Is this going on YouTube or anything?
Yes, it's going on YouTube. You can make fun of me on YouTube. Shut up. Don't talk to YouTube while I'm teaching. All right. Let's make common denominators. We have 15 right here. And this will be, I had to multiply by 5, so that's 10. This will be 15. I had to multiply by 3, so this will be 6. What is 6 minus 10 going to be? Negative 4 over 15. So my answer is going to be positive 4 over 15. That's your answer.